To keep that stability, take only a few steps out. And then as I go down, hip hinge. Oh, what? Oh my God, I've never been this low before. That's awesome.
I thought about doing a different move today, but not gonna happen. These split squats just feel too good. If I had a big 3 to pick from, this would definitely be one of them. Let's see, today warmed up a little bit and did my basic stuff, foam rolling, and you know, a little bit of ankle work, hip work, all that stuff, just to get me primed for this. And feeling a lot better than I did yesterday, that's for sure. Yesterday was just a weird day. Like, I came in with like a headache and everything, and I was like, what is going on? Like, this never happens, but you have those days. Anyway, working up to a 3x5 now, and I think it's, to me, I want to get back into like that upper lower kind of split thing, because I'm gonna go into the winter, and when I do start the bulk in the winter, I want to do, you know, a lot more compound lifts. Bulk number 2, that is. See where I can get this time. But anyway, yeah, let's just go for 3x5 here. This is the first working set of like a really hard 5. And I am changing the tempo a little bit on the way down. I'm just going a little bit slower, trying to be a little more explosive on the way up, but otherwise, all things stay the same. All right, leg extensions. I haven't tried this camera angle yet, so we'll see how it turns out. Probably do one good set here of just filming, and then I'll finish up the rest of my sets. Because I did my video, I can't speak. I did my video yesterday, and it was like 11.5 minutes compared to like 25. So I'm gonna try to mess with a little more like shorter form and see if it works, you know, better. Maybe we'll go for like anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes per video. We'll see. But as for now, it's time to hit the leg extension. That was awesome. It's a good set. Oh, I love being here. All right, I'll call that one good for that set, and then I'll stay here and rock out a couple more, maybe like 2 more sets or so of that like super hard 10, drop it, 5 more tempoed. It's a good time. It's a good time. All right, moving on to calf raises, because no workout is complete with, to me, lower body wise, unless I do some calf raises. It's just kind of like my thing. I never want to skip calves because I really enjoy doing them. Anyway, so yeah, I don't remember. I think I had something to say, but I don't. Oh yeah, this weight for me, like I said, like my issue has always been like ankle mobility. So like going heavier on this kind of restricts me a little bit more, because it's like in the past I would feel more of it in my foot, in my heel when I went heavy. So like I backed off for a while, went lighter, and then really just tried for more ankle mobility stuff. And like, you'll be shocked at how fast like that can work for you. Like you do some mobility stuff, then you add some like strength on top of it in that range of motion you were trying to train it in. I mean, that works wonders. And like I'm seeing so much improvement on that. So, and that kind of goes to a point of like, don't worry too much about the weight, like I always talk about. Like if you can get into a deeper range of motion without as much, I'd say, pain. I mean, you shouldn't be really feeling pain at all when you work out, but like, I mean, if you can get into that range of motion that you couldn't before, don't ever forget that that's progress too. That is totally progress. So yeah, we'll go take this for maybe a good like slow 10 or something, but let's hit it. I did want to put a lighter set here too before this. Hello, music? There we go. That's another reason why I love the standing here, because you see like towards the end there, I really started to shake. And like it went from my calf all the way up to my hamstrings, my glutes. And I did catch myself slipping the last week or so because I felt like my intensity wasn't where it needed to be. So like, I feel like I'm correcting that today. So, you know, a lot of times you can do more than you think you can. And sometimes I'll slip on that. So I want to make sure these are really, really good sets. Once I get warmed up, that is. No, go right ahead, man. Yep. You guys want to see something rare? And I mean very, very rare, is me doing barbell squats. Now this is not going to be like a working set or anything like that. I do just have 135 on here just to kind of work with it because I want to see how far my ankle mobility has come. Now, for someone that used to just squat to like parallel, I was used to that position for years. And then, fun fact, I actually, well, not fun, but I actually messed up my right calf and my right knee like over a year ago because I went too fast too soon into really low depth when I never ever practiced that range of motion. So my body's like, what are you doing? And I felt this pulse from like the bottom of my foot, well, kind of like my ankle, all the way up to the outside of my knee. And it went right through my calf. And I just felt like my calves were constantly tight. So I did a lot of ankle, well, you guys seen me do some ankle mobility stuff just last week. And granted, it wasn't as much as I wanted to. I mean, I can always improve for mobility for sure, but not saying I'm like super stiff or anything, but my point being, I'm gonna get under this bar and I'm gonna see where I got to with mobility, so. All right. Okay. So also too, for those of you on virtual training, this will serve as a tutorial here. So what I do, I really line myself up with the center of the bar. I get my hands where I want to be. There are some markings here to put your hands. I like my pinkies there usually. And then when I get under, I put that comfortable spot on my shoulders, not on my neck. And then as I go to grab that bar, I really try to wedge that down and really, really pull my elbows into my lats just to keep that stability. Take only a few steps out. And then as I go down, hip hinge. Oh, what? Oh my God, I've never been this low before. That's awesome. Holy crap. That's fantastic. All right, so anyway, as I was saying, I push my hips back, my chest goes forward a little bit. I try to turn my knees out here as I'm going down, just a little bit. And then also too, working on that brace at the bottom, not letting my stomach kind of cave in, almost pushing my stomach out laterally, holding that brace. That is awesome. I did not think I can get that low. That's freaking cool. I'm so happy about that. Like I just was saying in there, even if it's not weight progress, mobility progress is certainly a thing. All right. Well, that's a great way to end the day. I might go inside and do one more thing. Honestly, I might just stay here and rock out a couple of these just to
you know, getting that deep stretch and practice being down there, because when I go on the bulk again in the winter, I ideally want to do more barbell stuff. And it's such a 50-50 thing for me, because I'm like, you know, barbell shit always hurts, like to me, like in a bad way. So I'm like, well, don't do it. There's other substitutions that you can use. And then I'm like, yeah, but I want to overcome that. So there's like two sides of my brain always fighting. But to me, like I said in all my other videos, I've had in my mid back, I've had compressed discs for a long time, and barbell stuff, like any top down kind of thing, always bothered it. So like, let's say maybe like RDLs or definitely squats. What else? I remember when I first started deadlifting, and like my erectors in my back like lit up, and I kept doing it, and they eventually, of course, got stronger and got better, but I still try to, you know, ease my way into it. So we'll see where it goes, but I definitely want to try some more barbell stuff, because it gives me an excuse to go outside here. But yeah, if there's any kind of discomfort in a bad way with this stuff, I want to work through that, and I want to overcome that. So we'll take our time into some barbell stuff as we move back towards winter now. It's like the end of August. So I want to start getting prepped for barbell, more heavier stuff, because again, I want to do bulk number 2. Anyway, that's about all I have to say. Weighed in today, 180, and that's the lowest I want to go. Like, period, end of story. Like that's where I wanted to be. After I did my bulk from like 150 to 200, I was like, I'm gonna lose 20 more pounds and hang out at 180 for the summer, which I did, which I'm proud of myself for. So, but it's time to go back up in another 2 months. I'll probably start the bulk in October, but I'm kind of ranting at this point. I'm gonna keep doing this and keep practicing some ankle mobility, and depending on the time, I'll go hit the hydro and the sauna. But thanks guys for watching today. 3 moves did the trick today. But yeah, I'm signing off.